How's it going, everyone? It is August Young here at DocSports.com. Welcome back to the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Monday Night Football Prop 3-pack. Going to give you guys 3 free picks for Monday Night Football. First one we're looking at is Bijan Robinson and his rushing attempts at 14.5. Now, before I get to that, though, guys, I want to let you know you can gain access to my premium picks at Doc Sports for completely free. I managed a 5-2 football week last week, coming off a 4-1 football weekend this weekend. That included 3-1 college football. I also went 3-1 last night, MLB Sunday for plus $800. We'll circle back to how to obtain my premium free selections later on in this video. I do have a 7-unit prop going tonight, now offering props at Doc Sports for Monday Night Football. You can now also get that absolutely free. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's start off with why you guys are here, which is the 3 picks for Monday Night Football. So you can take these straight, you could parlay them, round robin them, whatever you want to do. There's value on these in my opinion. So let's start with Bijan Robinson and his rushing attempts. I do like the over 14.5 rushing attempts here. Arthur Smith is out the door now with the Steelers, and we saw the new game planning for the Falcons. Bijan Smith, he was a workhorse there in week 1. He had 18 rush attempts. He was also on the field for 9 of every 10 snaps, so that's big. Philadelphia looked weak against the run in week 1. They allowed the Packers to put up 163 yards on the ground. They averaged almost 8 yards per rush in that game. So I see no reasons the Falcons aren't going to feed Bijan here. I'll be looking at the over 14.5 rushing attempts. Next up, going to stay with Bijan Robinson and look at his rushing yards to go over 62.5. These props go hand in hand, as you could imagine. The breakdown is simple. If we cash the first prop that I gave out on the over 14.5, then this should be golden. So far in his career, he's ran for 65 plus yards in 6 out of 7 games when getting at least 15 carries. This included 68 yards in week 1 where he had the 18 carries. As mentioned, I think the attempts will be there. So undoubtedly, I like the over 62.5 rushing yards as well for the second free pick. Now, before we get to the final pick for Monday Night Football, I mentioned earlier about gaining access to my premium selections for free, including my 7-unit prop for tonight. So all you need to do, guys, is click the link down below in the description. That will give you a free $60 new member account. This can be used for any of my premium selections. No obligation, no funny business. You can also scan the QR code down below here on the screen. If you're watching on a desktop, you can use your phone to scan that QR code. That will take you to the same page. I highly recommend anyone watching this video to take advantage. You have nothing to lose. Get a free $60 parked in your account. Use it for Monday Night Football. Now, for the final pick, we're going to be looking at Kyle Pitts and his reception prop, which is currently at 3.5. First of all, Kirk Cousins looked awful in week 1. Pitts only had 3 receptions, but clearly showed frustration with the lack of targets. You look at McLeod, was targeted 7 times, Robinson 5. Pitts only 3 times, but he was 3 of 3 with his catches, and we do expect Cousins to try and find him a little more here. If we're right about the Bijan Robinson prop as well, that should open things up for Pitts, especially in some underneath routes. The Eagles were in the bottom 5 last season in pass defense, and Pitts was on the field in week 1 more than 95% of the snaps. Like the over here at 3.5, especially with the Falcons being dogs, they'll need to throw the ball more if they're down late. And with this being priced below a touchdown, which does indicate a closer game, they could be pushing downfield late in the game with urgency. Should open things up for some Pitts, maybe some underneath catches, especially if the Eagles go into a prevent defense style. So that is an extra wrinkle to this. The over 3.5 is a solid look in my opinion, and that will be the third and final pick. And for what it's worth, guys, if you parlay these 3 free picks, it would pay plus 600 on a parlay, just for some fun side action. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is August Young with DocSports.com. Premium picks over at the website. Let's cash these tickets, and I will see you guys next time.